Hello, everyone, and welcome to DNETWORK. I want to share with you guys a resource that is extremely useful, especially when first starting out trading and truly understanding what the skill of trading really means. Okay, I know we see these big returns that we see other people making online, and we start to compare our results to them. Little do we know that not all glitters is gold, and in this life, there are smoke and mirrors, for lack of better words. Okay, so my biggest recommendation that I found the best results with trading, especially in my beginning stages, okay, was using a resource called compounddaily.org. There we go. All right, compounddaily.org is a OG in the trading community. Is highly respected, especially in my book. And I highly recommend that anybody that, like I said, is looking to compound and do it practically. All right. We're playing the long game here. Ultimately, okay, your Compound Daily calculator will help you break down how much percentage wise you are looking to increase your account, in this case, your trading account, daily. All right. So this is just the predetermined outline that comes with compounddaily.org when you log on to the website. Okay. I want you to first start by putting in how much money you are intending to start your trading account with. I then want you to choose a number between 1 and 10, depending on your skill set level. Okay. If you're a beginner with the trading thing, I want you to kind of shoot for like 5-ish%. All right. But if you're a more advanced trader, I recommend 10 and no more than 20. No more than 20% a day. All right. No more than 20%. Now, I then want you to put in a number of the length of term in days that you are looking to have your compound daily interest calculator break it up for you. You're going to have your wins and you're going to have your losses. Okay, not every trade is a guarantee. Let us change this to 30 days because 12 days is a bit aggressive, and I don't want you to start getting discouraged. And let's increase our accounts. Let's say we have a signals chat or a trader that we really like how they trade and whatever the case is, and they have a high accuracy rate, and you just want to go ahead, even as a beginner, and you want to risk anywhere from 3 to 5% per trade. 5% would be the more aggressive approach, but it is very doable, especially as a beginner with the right guidance. Okay, let's say you're trading with me and you trade Bitcoin. It's going to include the weekends in this 21-day outline. All right, you're going to press calculate now. Okay, and you're going to see at the bottom here the breakdown of how much you started with and how much your account grew by a certain amount of day, depending on whatever length of term you put in. All right. And it's going to tell you every day how much money you need to be making to be on track with your goal. I recommend that you start an account with at least $100. Bitcoin is extremely volatile, and I would prefer that you guys get the basics down and you learn the power of compounding. All right, so I tell all my students to start their demo accounts with $100. Be as realistic as possible. You don't have to do $100. You could be starting off with $500. You could be starting off with $1,000. Okay, but you want to make sure that you are confidently growing your account consistently. We're not looking for just, one day where we make $50 on a $100 account and then 3 days later you lose 80. We don't do that over here. No disrespect to whomever does do that, but that is not playing the long game. That's gambling. I've been there. I struggle with greed, and I talk to you guys about that all the time. And that was the biggest factor as to why I believe my progress was stunted. Don't be like me. Get the basics down first and truly believe that one day you will get to that $278. And guess what, you guys? I'm going to show you something cool. Imagine $278 later, you go and put that into the account. And then let's say you want to pay yourself. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, maybe we can just put 200 in and do the same thing for another 3 weeks. And it grows from 200 to 5. Let's do it again. Let's change that 200. We made 500. Let's keep 500 in. And let's start our account with 500. 1,000. Let's do it again. Are you seeing what I'm saying? You go ahead and withdraw $392 out the market. This is compounding, guys. This is really how it works, right? You go ahead and, you have $1,000, right? Copy. You have $1,000. Paste. That's 10,000. My bad. Not yet. Right? You have $1,000. You start off with 1,000. You grow up by 5% for another 21 days, and you just keep repeating the cycle. But make sure that you're paying yourself. Make sure that you're actually taking money out of the savings account so that you can build that trust with your broker. The biggest issue that some traders have is they don't build a rapport with their brokers. They don't get consistent withdrawals. So then what ends up happening is you put so much money into this broker, and then you're ready to just take all the money out, or you're ready to take out half, and they give you a hard time because they're like, well, you've never done this before, so we don't really know you like that. We just trade your money. It's just business. 1,000 went to 2,000. Let's say you're still a 9-to-5er. Let's say you're still a 9-to-5er and you can afford to keep more into your account now. You don't have to take out $1,000. Let's say it's just 2,000 now. Or how about 2,500? Can we do 2,500? Can we see what that looks like? $2,500 that we leave into our trading account. And trust me, this is very possible. Don't think that these are just made up numbers. If you have a proper setup, oh darling. What happened to my 5? Let's say you want to risk a bit less. Your account is growing, the numbers, you're taking these bigger losses because with bigger wins come bigger losses. And let's say you don't even want to do the 5% anymore. You're okay with 2 on a $2,500 account. Because truly, this started with 100. Did you forget? Calculate that. $3,700. Change that to a 3. Change it to a 3. Started with $100, you guys. Now it's $5,000. Is it going to be the same date? No, it's not. And even, let me let you guys know this too. Remember, the idea is to trade less, make more. So don't get hung up on the day. Don't get hung up on the buy. Don't get hung up on that. As long as you're making progress, that's all that matters. All right. And this is the power of Compound Daily. This is why I recommend all my students get onto compounddaily.org, and I will include the outline for Compound Daily that I give to my students as they are practicing their strategy and making sure that they're consistently profitable and they have a ideal checklist and or trading plan that works with their lifestyle. Not everybody can trade every day. Not everybody even has the time or the energy to mark up a chart every day. So as you get better, that will come. But let's say you only want to trade 3 days out the week. That's fine. Your Compound Daily outline of your day-to-day, how much you should be making, will let you know what your goal is for the day. You could trade 1 day and make $30 because you risked 5. because that's your daily goal, right? So if my daily goal is $5 and I'm going to risk $5. If I'm going in for a trade, typically I'm going to risk 5 to make 10 at the least. If I'm not risking 5 to make 10, I'm risking 5 to make 30 at the least. And these are small numbers. These are small numbers on the low end, right? But you want to build that belief in yourself that this is real. You want to know what you're doing, and not just know what you're doing, but confidently execute your plan. All right. So with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for your time. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.